Chew this for 60 seconds to improve erection naturally. Sounds almost too simple, doesn't it? Yet here's what most men over 50 don't realize. Certain natural foods act like quick activators for circulation, hormones, and energy when you use them the right way. Not by swallowing them whole, not by taking capsules, but by chewing them thoroughly for just 1 minute a day. Today, I'll show you how this simple habit supports firmer, more reliable erections after 50. Stay with me because by the end, you'll know exactly what to chew, how it works biologically, and how to turn this into an effortless daily ritual. Before I show you what to chew, quick question. Where are you watching from right now? Drop your country in the comments. I love hearing from men in the United States, Canada, Philippines, Norway, and Pakistan who are serious about reclaiming their health naturally. Now, let's talk about why chewing itself changes everything. Here's the lie most men believe. They think the food you eat matters more than how you eat it. That's incomplete. When you chew thoroughly, you activate saliva, and saliva contains enzymes that start breaking down nutrients immediately. Absorption happens faster and more completely. At the same time, chewing signals your nervous system to wake up circulation, preparing your body to use what you're giving it. For men over 50 who already have slower digestion and weaker nutrient uptake, this difference is massive. Nutrients either pass through unused or they actually fuel your system. Chewing decides which path they take. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Chewing primes absorption. But not all foods respond equally. Some foods contain compounds that only activate when crushed or chewed. Without that activation, you're leaving 90% of the benefit untouched. That's where 3 specific foods come in. Each one targets a different part of the erection system. Nitric oxide production, circulation momentum, testosterone building blocks. And here's the part that surprised me most in clinical practice. When combined the right way, these 3 foods work faster than most men expect. Let me show you what they are. The first one, most men avoid it because of the smell. But here's what they're missing. Garlic is one of nature's most powerful circulatory medicines. When it comes to erections, it deserves your full attention. Garlic contains compounds called allicin and sulfur molecules. These are only released when the garlic is crushed, chopped, or chewed. Once activated, they help your blood vessels produce nitric oxide. And nitric oxide is the very molecule your body depends on to relax and widen blood vessels, allowing blood to flow freely. Without enough nitric oxide, erections become weak, short-lived, or unreliable. When you chew raw garlic for 30 to 60 seconds, those compounds mix with your saliva and begin working almost immediately. The process helps thin the blood slightly, lowers high blood pressure, and keeps arteries from becoming stiff. This means circulation improves not just to your heart or brain, but also to the pelvic region, exactly where you need it for firmness. Over time, this habit leads to erections that are firmer and easier to maintain. Many men notice improvements in stamina, energy levels, and recovery. Garlic is like a natural tonic for your entire vascular system. And a healthy vascular system is the foundation of male performance. Now, I know the taste and smell can be strong. If chewing a whole clove feels overwhelming, slice it in half and let it sit for a minute before eating. Letting it sit allows allicin to fully activate. Another option is to mash garlic into warm water or mix it with honey. The key is consistency, not quantity. 1 small clove chewed daily is plenty. Too much raw garlic can cause digestive upset or heartburn. Think small, but steady. Quick question, how many of you have tried raw garlic before for health benefits? Type yes if you have. Type no if this is completely new to you. I'm asking because what I'm about to share about ginger and walnuts changes everything you think about chewing for performance. Garlic opens the vessels chemically. Nitric oxide floods your system. But here's the part many miss. You've relaxed the pipes. Blood still needs momentum to flow where it matters. That's where the second food becomes crucial, ginger. This root has been treasured for centuries in traditional medicine, and modern science now confirms why. Ginger root is packed with antioxidants and natural compounds called gingerols and shogols. These work inside the body to relax blood vessels, increase blood flow, reduce inflammation, and even support healthy testosterone levels. When you chew fresh ginger, it creates a natural warming effect. You can almost feel the heat spreading as circulation increases, especially down into the pelvic region. That warmth isn't just a sensation. It's blood moving more freely, tissues receiving more oxygen, and your body preparing itself for stronger, more reliable erections. Cut a thin slice of fresh ginger, about the size of your thumbnail, and chew it slowly for around a minute. The juices mix with your saliva and start working quickly, providing benefits for both sexual health and overall vitality. But ginger does more than improve circulation. It supports digestion, reduces bloating, and calms the stomach. Many men over 50 struggle with sluggish digestion, which leaves them feeling heavy, tired, and less interested in intimacy. By chewing ginger regularly, you help your digestive system work efficiently, freeing up energy for the bedroom. Another overlooked benefit of ginger is its effect on the nervous system. Ginger has a natural calming quality. It lowers stress hormones and helps quiet racing thoughts. That makes it easier to relax into intimacy instead of being distracted or tense. And stress is one of the biggest enemies of performance. Let me ask you something. Have you noticed better energy after eating spicy foods? Type boost if you have. Type neutral if you haven't noticed any change. Because that energy shift, that's your body telling you circulation is increasing. And the third food I'm about to reveal amplifies this effect naturally. Now, ginger creates that warming push. Circulation increases. Pelvic blood flow improves. But here's what happens in real practice. Most men try one food, see modest results, then quit. Let me tell you about Michael, 67. He came in frustrated. He said, I've tried everything, supplements, exercises, nothing works consistently. The question became clear. Are you giving your body what it actually needs to produce results? He looked confused. The chewing method was explained. Garlic for nitric oxide, ginger for circulation momentum. He started with just garlic. After 2 weeks, he noticed slight improvements, firmer mornings, more energy, but it wasn't transformative. Then ginger was added. Within another week, he reported, something clicked. I feel warmth I haven't felt in years. But the protocol wasn't complete. The third food was introduced. That's when everything changed. Michael's transformation wasn't from one food, it was from understanding how they work together. Which brings me to the third food. This one targets something the first two can't reach, and it's probably sitting in your kitchen right now. Walnuts. Walnuts are one of the best foods you can chew slowly to support testosterone and circulation simultaneously. They're rich in an amino acid called arginine, which your body uses to produce nitric oxide, the same compound activated by garlic. With more nitric oxide, your blood vessels relax, widen, and deliver blood more easily. But that's not all. Walnuts also contain healthy fats, particularly omega-3 fatty acids. These fats are the building blocks for testosterone. Remember, testosterone is made from cholesterol. Without the right kinds of fats, your body struggles to make enough of this vital hormone. By chewing walnuts thoroughly, you help release these oils and make them easier to absorb. The act of chewing walnuts slowly does two important things. First, it breaks down the nuts more completely, allowing your digestive system to access the nutrients efficiently. Second, it slows you down, giving your body time to process and absorb properly. This mindful chewing not only improves digestion, but ensures your bloodstream receives the full benefit. Just 1 or 2 small handfuls of walnuts chewed daily can steadily improve hormone balance and circulation. Over time, this leads to more natural energy, stronger morning erections, and better stamina. The benefits aren't limited to sexual health. Walnuts protect your heart, support brain function, and reduce inflammation. So you've got 3 tools now. Garlic for nitric oxide, ginger for circulation momentum, walnuts for testosterone building blocks. Here's how to put them into a daily ritual. Don't chew all 3 at once. Instead, pick one food and start with that. Chew it thoroughly for about 60 seconds once a day, preferably in the evening or after a meal. For garlic, a single clove is enough. For ginger, a thin slice the size of your thumbnail. For walnuts, a small handful. The key is consistency. One day won't make a difference. But several weeks of steady use can transform how your body feels. Now, a word of caution. As powerful as these foods are, you don't want to overwhelm your system. Too much garlic can irritate your stomach lining or cause heartburn. Ginger can feel harsh in excess, creating a burning sensation. This isn't about force. It's about gentle, steady support your body can actually use. Think of these foods like medicine in the right dose. Powerful in small amounts, uncomfortable if overdone. Also, be mindful of what you pair them with. Avoid mixing these foods with heavy alcohol or late night overeating. Alcohol dehydrates the body, lowers testosterone, and reduces nerve sensitivity, undoing the circulation benefit you're building. Late night overeating slows digestion, makes sleep restless, and interferes with the deep stages where testosterone is produced. If you're chewing garlic, ginger, or walnuts, let them be part of a balanced routine. That's the protocol. Simple, specific, sustainable. Now, here's what you need to understand. You don't need to rely only on pills or quick fixes. Something as simple as chewing a clove of garlic, a slice of ginger, or a handful of walnuts for 60 seconds a day can quietly wake up circulation, support testosterone, and restore confidence. The real power is in the ritual. By building small, consistent daily habits, you're giving your body the tools it needs to perform naturally. And here's the best part. These foods don't just improve sexual health. They also protect your heart, lower inflammation, balance hormones, and keep energy levels steady. They sharpen focus, strengthen endurance, and support overall vitality. In other words, you're not just improving erections, you're strengthening your entire foundation for health and longevity. When you start to feel the difference, firmer mornings, steadier energy, fewer worries about performance, you'll realize how powerful these simple natural practices can be. And it all begins with 60 seconds of chewing. Here's the challenge. Pick one of these 3 foods, chew it slowly for 60 seconds every day for the next 2 weeks. Pay attention to your morning firmness, your energy throughout the day, how quickly you recover. Then come back and tell me in the comments, which food did you choose? What changes did you notice? Every response gets read. Type commit below if you're starting the 2-week test tonight. Let's see how many men take action. And remember, your best years are not behind you. With the right habits, you can keep your body strong, your hormones balanced, and your mornings alive with energy.